Is there just kind of a sense maybe in the locker room that like some of the success you've had over the last week could prove to be your big breakthrough or kind of maybe a turning point for you guys for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all feeling good. I think the energy's high. Really good win in Minnesota. Had a chance to celebrate together. I think that only helps our chemistry. You know, all that stuff off the court definitely fuels us. We're having fun with each other. We're having fun together playing. So I think it is. I think this is a good moment for us. And, you know, especially we're playing without one of our best players. So to do that in those circumstances, we're really just proud of
the Las Vegas Aces, the self-proclaimed unstoppable dynasty of the WNBA, just got humbled in front of the entire basketball world. A 27-point thrashing check. A'Ja Wilson is getting every friendly whistle imaginable and still failing spectacularly. Big check. Chelsea Gray, who some folks absurdly insist is better than Caitlin Clark, vanished when it mattered most. The biggest check of all. While A'Ja was busy yanking players down from behind and somehow escaping fouls, there was a squad in Indianapolis ready to give her a masterclass on what genuine, team-first, high-Q basketball actually looks like. If you support the Fever, then comment CC and Lexie. Let's go.
Indiana Fever just beat the Aces. The first win for the Indiana Fever against the Las Vegas Aces since I was 22 years old.
Because that 81-54 clinic, the Indiana Fever, put on wasn't merely a loss for Vegas. It was a proclamation. A neon billboard lit up in bright fever red saying no amount of handouts from the refs, no heroic stat padding from Wilson, and absolutely no dynasty hype was going to bail them out when Indiana decided to lock in and play real connected basketball.
A'Ja Wilson. My God, you see how many free throws that lady have? Oh my God, on the stat sheet, she had basically 30 points, but all the free throws this woman got, man, they tried their best to keep the Aces in the game, man, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter, man. They destroyed the Aces. About freaking time the Fever finally beats the Aces, man. And without Caitlin Clark.
Let's zero in on the moment this showdown really got spicy. In the third quarter, Lexie Hull, who's been a model of grit and improvement all year long, boxed out Wilson so perfectly it could be clipped for a coaching video. She carved out space, put her backside exactly where it needed to be, and snagged that rebound like she's done 1,000 times in practice. Textbook stuff, but in came A'Ja Wilson from behind, literally reaching over Lexie's shoulders and arms to claw for the ball in a move so blatant it belongs in a what not to do. Highlight reel.club.
Shot ball. That's a jump ball?
Ask anyone who's watched even a single AAU game, and they'll tell you that's an over-the-back foul Indiana ball play. Case closed. But the refs, they decided to rewrite the rulebook on live TV. Somehow, against all logic, they called it a jump ball. Like Wilson, he was equally entitled to that rebound after bulldozing Hull from behind.
This was a big win for the Fever because the Aces were the only team that they had not won at least one game to last season, meaning the Aces swept the Fever last season. They actually haven't won a game against the Aces in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark. This team is crazy. They are beating the #1 team in the league first. And then they go and beat the Aces, who they haven't won to in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark, which is just a testament to how this team is finally developed.
Even the broadcast crew couldn't hide their shock. Their commentary wavered between stunned silence and awkward chuckles as they struggled to process what was unfolding. The contact was obvious. The violation couldn't be clearer. Yet somehow, these officials decided to neutralize it in a way that outright rewarded the player who committed the foul. It's a foul. But here's where it gets downright poetic. The Indiana Fever didn't crumble or pout. They didn't let shaky officiating ruin their momentum. They shrugged it off, tightened their laces, and proceeded to absolutely dismantle the Aces so completely that every questionable call faded into complete irrelevance. Let's break down exactly how Indiana turned what could have been a momentum swing for Vegas into a one-sided showcase of beautiful basketball.
I think everyone's coming in with a level of focus every day, just right now knowing that, we do have a target on our backs and making sure that we're locked in on everything we're doing in practice. But I think we're taking that energy that we have, that fun, that lightheartedness into practice because at the end of the day, this is a game. We want to have fun, and I think we play our best basketball when we're playing free and having fun and being joyful.
From the opening quarter, Indiana was in full attack mode. They rattled off the first 6 points and just kept punching. By the end of one, they were up 21-4. Already, you could feel this game slipping away from Vegas. Indiana shot nearly 53%, held the Aces to under 29%, and manhandled them 16-4 in paint points. Right there, it was clear this wasn't going to be the A's crowning night.
Indiana has not beaten Las Vegas since the 2019 season. It's a Power, the Commissioner's Cup MVP, has us on the board. Here is Boston right up the middle, untouched.
Drive, gives it to the roller, Howard, and she scores from the middle of the paint. Timeout, Becky Hammond.
Couple of Gamecocks going head to head. I mean, there's some physicality right there. You know, we're really disciplined to the details and we're playing with a high.
But it was in the second quarter that the Fever went for the jugular. They outscored Vegas 25-10. That's not a typo. 25-10. Indiana shot a jaw-dropping 82% from the field, while Vegas clanked their way to just 24%. The Fever went 6 for 6 in the paint. The Aces a pitiful 3 of 13. By halftime, it was 46-24. And let's be honest, game over. And that controversial jump ball, it came right when Vegas needed a miracle to claw back. The refs essentially tossed them a bone, handing them a possession they didn't earn and offering a chance to change the flow.
Preaching this all season, being very disciplined and intentional with our actions on both ends of the floor. We're doing that. And it's a high level of activity all over the place. I'm really proud of the girls.
All smiles for the Fever through 20 minutes. It's a 22-point lead for the Fever. Indiana in front of Las Vegas, 46-24.
It was one of those dreaded moments. Oh boy, here we go again. You could almost sense that quiet frustration. Lexie Hull did everything right. Textbook fundamental basketball, and still didn't get rewarded. Those are the kinds of moments that rattle young teams, especially when you're playing a decorated opponent like the Aces.
Wilson crossing over. Wilson hangs. Wilson finishes.
Oh boy, here she comes.
See, Hull, a much-needed answer for Indiana.
See, after the miss, Hull on the floor again, finds Mitchell, right corner for three. Good! It's Mitchell the other way for two. 57-38 Fever with 3:35 left in the third quarter.
Becky Hammond's had enough.
Vegas. That gift from the refs was a desperate gasp of oxygen. Down big, searching for any spark. Suddenly, they got handed a 50-50th ball that was anything but. And for a fleeting second, it looked like maybe, just maybe, the officiating might start propping up the defending champs.
Frustrated.
Oh, catch and shoot. Connects.
In from the foul line, front of the rim, and it drops. Short rebound, Fever. Mitchell, right wing, open for three. Money!
By holding the Aces to 26% shooting, it's the lowest a Fever opponent has shot in 15 years.
Having it. The lead swelled to 68-47 heading into the fourth. And that final quarter, it was an outright humiliation. The Aces managed just 7 points in the entire period. That's not professional offense. That's a complete systems meltdown. The 8,154 final score almost flatters Las Vegas. The reality was Indiana took them apart piece by piece.
Yes, let's give it the column.
Great job. We held them to 26% from the floor. Nice.
We have to linger for a second on A'Ja Wilson's so-called big game. Sure, she dropped 29 points on 9 of 18 shooting and feasted at the line going 11 of 13. On paper, that's superstar stuff until you realize she shot nearly as many free throws as the entire Indiana roster combined. The whistles were so friendly. They might as well have come gift-wrapped. Yet, with all that charity from the refs, the supposed best player in the world finished a whopping 27 points in the hole.
Wilson, she got a favorable whistle in the second half, but it is what it is. Superstars get the whistle. Unless your name is, 29 points for A'Ja Wilson, 3 boards, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 9 for 18 from the field goal, from the field, 11 for 13 from the free throw line. Look at the rest of her team. 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 6 points, 0 points, 4 points, 2 points, 3 points. Dana Evans, 1 for 10. Dana Evans.